Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and today's video. I'm Letitia Theora and today I will be reviewing Such a Fun Age by Kiley Reid. Such a Fun Age by Kiley Reid is a novel about Amira Tucker, a 25-year-old African-American woman from Philadelphia. She is a college graduate with a major in English. After successfully graduating from college, her plan to train to become a transcriptionist failed, and so she became employed as a babysitter and a typist. Neither one of the jobs provided health coverage, and this was something that she was very much concerned about. Her parents would only be able to carry her on their insurance for a short while before she would be forced off. So Amira is still not sure what she wants to do, and she's still trying to figure it all out. The story starts on a late Saturday night. Amira is at one of her girlfriend's birthday parties when she gets a telephone call from Mrs. Chamberlain, the lady that she babysits for. And Mrs. Chamberlain asked Amira if she could come and take her 3-year-old toddler to the neighborhood grocery store. An incident had happened at her house and she didn't want little Briar to see the police. Amira needed the money, so she said yes, and she let Mrs. Chamberlain know that she was at one of her girlfriend's birthday parties. She was in her heels, she was dressed for the club, and she had had a few drinks. Mrs. Chamberlain said that that was fine and that she would pay for her cab fare there and back home. So when Amira and her friend Zara arrive at Mrs. Chamberlain's home, they get little Briar and they walk 3 blocks to the neighborhood store. Then the 3 of them walk through the store with Amira carrying Briar for a while, just looking around, trying to keep Briar entertained, dancing and playing until later, after Amira's friend Zara leaves. A lady that saw them walking through the store earlier tells a security guard that she thinks Amira has kidnapped little Briar. So then the security guard walks up to Amira and asks her if Briar is her child. And Amira laughs and says, "No, I'm her babysitter." And then the security guard says, "Ma'am, with all due respect, you do not look like you've been babysitting tonight." Then Amira says, "I'm her nanny. Her mom had an emergency at home and she asked me to take her out of the house." And then the security guard begins to interrogate Amira. Meanwhile, another customer in the store records the whole scene on his cell phone. Humiliated, Amira says, "Cool, we'll just leave." And then the security guard says, "Hold up. I can't allow you to leave because a child is involved." And then he calls for backup. And then Amira says, "I'm calling her father." So she calls Mr. Chamberlain and she tells him to come to Market Depot because they think she stole Briar. When Mr. Chamberlain arrives, Amira gives Briar to him. And then the tattletale lady says, "Okay." And then she just leaves. And then while Mr. Chamberlain was lecturing the security guard about how long they had been coming to this store, Amira whispers to him, "I'll see you tomorrow." And then she walks off. As Amira was leaving the store, the person who recorded everything offered the video to her and suggested that she turn it into a news station. But Amira said no thanks. She didn't want to have the repercussions of this video affecting her future employment, and she just didn't want to have it exposed to the public. And so she asked him to delete it. And then he suggests that he send the video to her email and then delete it off of his phone. And so that's what they did. And that's where I'm going to end this story. I don't want to spoil it for you, and I know that you will enjoy the rest of this story. Such a Fun Age is a fiction novel that takes place in Philadelphia in the year 2015. It addresses race, class, feminism, racial fetishisms, and microaggressions. I enjoyed reading this book. It was a page turner for me. I finished reading it in 3 days. The characters that I liked most were Amira, her friend Zara, and little Briar. I think that it would be very interesting to see this story as a movie. If you've read this book or plan to read it, and if you have any suggestions of books that you think that I might like to read, then please comment below. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and please like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye.